I celebrated my birthday, which is the 1-year anniversary of my nephew's death. My nephew Jake died in a car accident exactly 1 year ago on my 32nd birthday. He was only 16 and had just gotten his license 3 months before. My sister Sarah blamed me for celebrating that day ever since. Last year, when Jake died, I was at my birthday dinner when Sarah called me screaming. She said I was selfish for having a party while her son was in the hospital fighting for his life. I immediately left the restaurant and rushed to be with the family. Jake passed away that night while we were all in the waiting room. Sarah looked right at me and said my birthday was cursed now, and that I should never celebrate it again out of respect for her son. For months after the funeral, Sarah would post on Facebook about how some people care more about cake and presents than family tragedy. She never mentioned my name, but everyone knew she was talking about me. My mom kept telling me to just skip my birthday this year to keep the peace. She said Sarah was still grieving and needed time to heal. Even my dad suggested I celebrate on a different day to avoid drama. But here's the thing. Jake loved birthdays more than anyone I knew. He'd start planning his party in January for his October birthday. He always made sure everyone felt special on their day. The week before my 33rd birthday, I was going through old photos and found this video Jake took last year. He was helping me blow out my candles and kept saying how birthdays were the best days ever because you get to celebrate being alive. That's when I realized Sarah had it completely backwards. Jake would want me to celebrate being alive, not sit around being sad because he couldn't. So, I planned a party anyway. Nothing huge, just close friends at my house with Jake's favorite foods. I made his mom's famous chocolate chip cookies and played the music he always requested at family gatherings. I even set up a little memory table with photos of Jake and lit a candle for him. It wasn't about ignoring his death. It was about celebrating his life and mine. The day of my party, Sarah found out through mutual friends and showed up at my door, furious. She started screaming about how disrespectful I was being and how dare I throw a party on the anniversary of her son's death. I let her yell for about 5 minutes. Then I showed her the memory table I'd set up for Jake. I told her about the video he made and how he'd want us to celebrate life, not stop living because he was gone. Sarah broke down crying and said she just missed him so much that any happiness felt wrong. I hugged her and told her I missed him too, but that hiding from joy wouldn't bring him back. We ended up looking through old photos together and sharing stories about all the silly things Jake used to do at birthday parties. Remember how he always tried to blow out everyone else's candles? By the end of the night, Sarah was actually laughing at some of the memories. She said Jake probably would have loved the cookies I made and that he'd be mad at her for trying to cancel birthday celebrations. She stayed for the whole party and even helped me cut the cake. When we lit the candle for Jake, she said, "Happy birthday to both of you," and I knew she finally understood. Now, Sarah and I plan my birthday together every year, and we always include something special to remember Jake.